In this video, you're about to find out how Microsoft could single-handedly save the PVZ shooters, but it's not all sunshine and rainbows like you might imagine, with flaws that could ruin the series forever. Starting in the beginnings.
Microsoft made an offer to buy Activision Blizzard for $69 billion, an offer Activision Blizzard couldn't resist.
With claims of having a monopoly and Sony trying to sue Microsoft, one thing was clear: Microsoft was a superpower in the gaming business, with 70% of the market share in gaming. It wouldn't be unreasonable to assume that they could do something to save the franchise, for example make Garden Warfare 3, especially after rebooting many old Call of Duty games, but only to certain platforms, but that's for later in the show. After pretty much saving these games, it's safe to think that they're testing the waters to see if this is a good idea or not, and if their conclusions wind up positive, then they will be doing this to a lot of games. What makes this likelier is that PopCap and Microsoft have a pretty old history together, for example working in a game called Bejeweled in like the early 2000s, and surprisingly that game was a success, and keep in mind, this was before PVZ, and Microsoft and EA, the company who owns PopCap, have worked on many games together for PC and Xbox. Something seems off. Anyway, Microsoft could easily quickly get to working on Garden Warfare 3, or start adding updates to existing titles, due to the immense workforce that Microsoft has, because, you know, it's one of the richest corporations ever. All this new content could easily put the franchise into the minds of the ones who forgot about it, or just gave up on the series. So, this is great news, right? Well, not quite. What I've been avoiding to say is none of this would happen to PlayStation, at all. And I play on PlayStation, so this will be very sad, along with tons of other players and creators, mind you. This will limit the amount of players that can enjoy their favorite games the way they used to, and even though this means the series won't have as much potential players, Microsoft won't care, because they're not trying to get that much money from the game. They're just trying to convince people to use their hardware, for example Xbox or Windows. And even if you are a PC or Xbox user, this will still have negative effects for two main reasons. Number one being as follows. Microsoft is a little rough when it comes to innovations, as tons of Microsoft games have stuff like battle passes, which the PVZ shooter franchise was blessed not to have. And for the record, Battle for Neighborville had a battle pass, but it was free. No premium version, all the battle pass accessible to everyone without paying, which was a huge step in the right direction. And I do not see enough people talking about that, well, apart from Sylvia YSI, which is nice. Speaking of Sylvia YSI, you should subscribe to him. And me, don't forget about me! The second point is probably the scariest, and it's the following. So, you might have noticed that Minecraft got a new EULA change thing, which is basically a terms of service but for how you use their content. So, for example, there's a change that says that you can't use Minecraft at the start of a YouTube title. And if they don't like a piece of content, they can just remove it off the platform as if it never existed, which means they have the rights to silence anything bad about the game. Although it's unlikely that they will ever use it, they have dabbled in removing an important video from a channel called Antvenom that criticized a version of the game. And then they tried to cover it up, but that's a completely different rabbit hole that I won't get into. Anyway, have a think of who was responsible for that EULA change. Mojang? No. It was Microsoft. If this happens to the PVZ shooters, it could be devastating, as the community always has something to criticize, from the PVZ 3 betas to BFN, resulting in carnage from the community. Silencing all of this could easily kill off any brand loyalty, and I'm not saying that PopCap has that much to begin with as we speak, but some is better than none. So, are we all doomed? Well, not quite. See, the only reason why the Blizzard deal had so much attention was because of the lawsuit, and if you don't know the reason why they almost got sued, it was because the FTC and Sony claimed that Microsoft would have a monopoly if they acquired Blizzard. But obviously in the end, the deal went through. But let's say they wanted to buy EA, which would be quite likely as they've shown that they want the company. Well, they straight up just couldn't, because the literal government would have to stop them, as they would certainly have a monopoly then. So yeah, but let's just say they wanted to take PopCap directly from EA with a deal to both companies. Well, that would also be seriously unlikely, because PopCap have already been tried to be purchased by Microsoft and they refused to take the offer, and that was a really good move because Microsoft promised 5 million and EA on the other hand promised 750 million to acquire them. So, we have outlined many reasons why Microsoft could save the franchise and add Garden Warfare 3, but at the expense of brand loyalty and player reputation. But hey, that's just a theory that's not guaranteed, so maybe Microsoft will outdo themselves if they even manage to buy EA, that is. So, for more content like this, you should subscribe. Right now. Come on, before this video ends, please!